Hello and welcome to my Yu-Gi-Oh channel. So today we're looking at, as part of the live stream, a little bit of information to do with two cards which have quite unusual interactions. It's just part of my series, which is Cards Forgotten in Yu-Gi-Oh history. This will be episode 12, and I thought we'd look at the two Prime Material cards. The first one is Prime Material Dragon. It's a light attribute dragon level 6 with 2400 attack and 2000 defense. Its effect is any effect that would inflict damage to a player increases their life points by the same amount instead. During either player's turn, when a card or effect is activated that would destroy a monster on the field, you can send one card from your hand to the graveyard to negate the activation, and if you do, destroy it. What's great about this card is it's not only got the protection effect, it actually reverses burn effects. That is amazing. And it's actually one of the key cards to being able to deal with all these annoying burn decks, because you're just constantly upping your life points every time your opponent tries to burn you. How it interacts with something like Nurse Reficule is questionable, because surely they're trying to... You've probably got quite weird interactions with that card. Your opponent is trying to increase your life points to damage your life points, and then surely the effect of Prime Material Dragon would activate last to recover your life points. I think this would be the way it works, and actually would be a nice way of countering that deck. Nurse Burn is a nightmare to deal with, and I'm sure this is one of the prime optimal, sorry the pun, ways of dealing with that card. The other thing about this is being able to protect your monsters from, being destroyed, which is really good. For as long as you've got cards in your hand, you can keep doing this. It's not a once per turn effect. It's just whenever your monster is threatened with destruction. So long as you can have cards, you can protect yourself. The other card is Prime Material Falcon. This is a level 5 wind attribute winged beast with 2200 attack and 800 defense. Its effect is when an effect monster's effect to destroy a spell or trap card on the field is activated, you can send one card from your hand to the graveyard to negate its activation and destroy that card. What's interesting about this card is, yes, it's a bit weaker than Prime Material Dragon. It's 200 points less in attack. It's a level less than Prime Material Dragon, and it's also, I think, 1,200 defense less than it as well. But actually, whilst Prime Material focuses on protecting your monsters from being destroyed, and actually that's through any means, it's through any kind of effect, this is quite specific. It does protect your spell and traps from effects, but only from effect monsters, not from other spells and traps, which means to an extent it's actually weaker than Prime Material Dragon, because not only does it not have that nice little bonus effect to boost your life points if it would take burn damage, it only helps you against one of 3 types of cards. Spells and traps can still divide and get rid of those cards, and the other thing is they can always just shut this card down first, and then if they've got an effect monster to use that effect, it's very easy pickings for this card. I love the interactions of them, and I would hope to see there might be more Prime Material cards out there. I think there's definitely room to protect maybe the graveyard, the deck, or the hand through these types of effects. And definitely there is a means and a reason for maybe making its own archetype. I know it'd be quite strange. You've already got a dragon and you've got a winged beast. So I would imagine they would have various incarnations within, I don't know, you might get a rock version, you might get a beast warrior, some ancient looking cards. I'd love to see the designs on them and where they would possibly take the protection to. I know you've got cards that already do have these types of protections in place, but it would be nice to kind of fit an archetype around this rather than just have these as 2 generic random cards. I mean, honestly, I was actually only going to focus on making the video about Prime Material Dragon, but when I typed Prime in, I forgot about this other card, and I just read over the effect and I thought it was interesting. I thought, they work together. I might as well lump them together, so at least they get a little bit more love shown to them. Whatever you guys think about these cards, make sure to leave those down in the video. Make sure to donate to the charity, please. Anything is, welcome. I am more than happy to kind of just go through things as well, and I hope you like the live stream. I put some effort into this to make sure it's as enjoyable as possible. I am lonely, I'm on my own, and I want to make sure that people are kind of not feeling lonely. I hope they feel supported throughout this time, especially, I mean, my area has been put into tier 4. I know they've got a new announcement for various nations as well at the time of recording. Within England, that multiple other points are going into tier 4 as well. Fortunately, they have their Christmas with their families. I don't. That's the only thing I'm going to say about that. But please enjoy yourself and make sure to take care and stay safe.